I'm gonna get some sound clips of this so you can hear what the UK mod sounds like. I'm gonna use our little side road here. We don't call it our tune-in road, but it's kind of like our demo road, just because it's off the beaten path and we're not gonna worry about running into too much traffic. See, it's got a nice sound. Look at that brake light. See, anything you can do to get the attention of the person behind you. You don't even have to be a Honda guy. You gotta admit it, that is a good looking car. It's essentially a 20-year-old car. The car came out in 1999. It's a 24-year-old car. Few small changes, it still looks like a modern car. And it still performs white as well too. So nice sound, no drone, no drama, no annoyance. If you're going down the highway, it's still nice and quiet. In fact, it's quieter than those birds right there. This valve cover, we're going to basically cut this off right there and weld that and see if we can slick it down a little. These are going to go on the front, but if you look on the front, there is no baffle in. Right here, there is nothing to stop the oil just blasting right out of those fittings. This middle is essentially the baffle. So I don't know whether to, we'll take a look, maybe build something over here to cap it so the air has somewhere to go and the oil doesn't blast around it. We'll do that and I'll show you what it looks like. I cut this piece off here that was the valve cover breather. Now this area here, as you go through that, that is the factory baffle, and then here. So I got an idea here. That is right into the baffle right there. So I drilled all the way through, so that vents into the baffle. This, we have a gap here. This distance here, this is the baffle. So I'm gonna see if I can weld that into our fitting and run it all the way in there and attach it so it breathes into the baffle. Hopefully it works. If it don't do it. If it does, it's just an idea. We just finished a video on this car actually last week. We did a bunch of maintenance, did his brakes. I still like that, look at that. That looks fantastic. So he's decided the car is too quiet. Well, he didn't decide it, he knew it right from the get-go. But we have an exhaust for it. Not to mention this has overspray on it, so it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, when he was here, he said, if you have an exhaust, just put it on. I don't care which one it is.
He just wants something. So he has an exhaust. This is what it looks like right now. Looks pretty good. No, it doesn't. This is the exhaust he chose right here. It's the HKS with the huge scuba tank in the back. This is actually a Helmholtz resonator. The reason for that is because these mufflers are so tiny. If not, it would be absolutely insanely loud. This actually does a good job absorbing some of that noise and resonance. We'll take this out, we'll lay it out, show you what it looks like, and then we'll show you it on the car. Should look pretty good. And we'll get some sound clips too if this is an exhaust you're looking for. It's a pretty inexpensive exhaust. I think it's around between $700 and $800. And it's a bolt-on system. Definitely an option for you. There's a million exhausts out there. If you're interested in exhausts, check out Top Gun's channel. He's had every exhaust known to man, and he's waiting for more to come out so he can test them.
I think it's FBO Performance on YouTube.
Yeah, check him out. He's like an exhaust tester, I think. He's not meaning to be, but he just can't find an exhaust he likes. I don't know if he's tested this one, but we'll get some sound clips for you. As many of these exhausts that we've done, they're still just a pain to take off. I really feel for you guys trying to do this in your driveway up on jack stands. This is what it looks like laid out so you can get an idea here. Let me get in this spot right here. So one piece is welded on. The other one I actually found some AC tubing, which is 3/4, pretty much the same size. Now, it now goes into the baffle, as you see in there. I'll stick that tube in there. That is now going into the baffle, and same on here. We'll go through here. It goes into the baffle. So I think that's a little bit better than just blowing into the valve cover. Less chance of oil just getting blown out of here. So we'll line those up, weld those on. That's a pretty good solution. What do you think? The first set of the GripTec pulleys just came back for the H22. And if I could describe this finish here, it would be like Velcro. This is their level 3 because it's the smaller pulleys. These two pulleys match the kit. We didn't change these because this is really tight on one of the pulleys, the position it's near the shock tower. But this is their grippiest texture. And it's like sandpaper. Now for the blower pulley, we have two different sizes. We're going to offer the 3.4, which is this one, which is the standard size. So this will give you the standard boost, but obviously it'll increase the boost because it's not going to slip. Then we're going to offer the boost upgrade, which is going to be a 3.2. This should up it about 3 pounds of boost. But again, with it being a GripTec pulley, it's not going to slip. Even though you don't realize it, when you start upping the boost, you start to see your boost curve. And if you data log it, you've seen it, your boost will go kind of like this. And then you watch it do one of these numbers on the end, and you start logging it, you'll start seeing the last area here. It might lose 1 or 2 pounds of boost here. And then if you do a quick belt tighten, you might see it kind of do one of these numbers. And then 2 or 3 runs later, it will drop back to this. This should solve all that problem. These are the very first ones. We're going to double check these, triple check them. They're not officially available. Once we have them available, I'll make a dedicated video. We're going to send the first set out to our guy that sent us the stock ones to make everything from, and then we'll officially sell them. We'll give you all the pricing. I just got to let this cool down. I'll show you what it looks like. This smoothed off, these installed, and then the piece goes into the baffle. Still a little hot. I'll show you here in a minute. Just got to look at the HKS exhaust over here. So George has already been messing around with the tips because they don't line up. None of these do. It's closer now. This one is still higher up than this. This over here, we're using my naughty finger. It just fits. It's a little tight on this one. Now you can use a tape measure, of course, but sometimes just a feel. That's like fits my thumb perfect. It's still a bit tight. Now there's a certain white car floating around on the internet right now that if this tip is touching that, that's good. Which is no good, it's gonna melt your bumper. That's one of the reasons you've gotta have some kind of clearance here. Also, something to look at, when it's sitting too far back, the gas is actually coming out of here and doing like a reversion. And that's why you see all the black on the bumper right here. Sometimes it will melt the plastic. So we try and go level with this or protrude a little bit. So we would bring our tip out to my fingernail right there, just so it doesn't damage this paint or even the plastic. That's pretty close now, George. Looks like they're going to take the tape off the license plate light right here.
Really?
Yeah.
That might shine a little better?
Yeah, it should work better now. So that's what it looks like. There is our tubes right there. That's a good idea, I think. If you're gonna do one of these, rather than just letting it hang out in here, by running it into this, you're actually utilizing the baffle that Honda made. So I think that's a good idea. And then when this is powder coated, it should look beautiful. Spent a bit more time smoothing that out, took some of that casting line out there. I think he's going to do it wrinkle red. He's going to send it over to AB. That thing looks beautiful. What are you doing?
Cutting things.
Doing a little fabrication?
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of effort Esther puts into packing and shipping. We should get a tax credit for recycling.
You should.
Really should.
I think so.
Should get a credit for something.
So if you get one of these, you know.
You know, Esther came out here and cut it with her bare hands. Make sure that don't grab on you, Esther.
I've done this before, you know.
I know, but I don't want it to. Whoop.
I know.
That saw's done that to me with every kind of material known to man.
This is the last one.
Can I put my hand on it to help you?
If you want, but
There you
I
go.
think you do.
I just don't want it to. I got big, strong hands, you know. They're designed to be grabbing stuff around here.
True.
Car's not even pulled all the way down yet.
Wow. That shows how fast he was.
It just means that the product works.
It does after you modify it.
All I had to do is bend a hanger or two.
Well, pat yourself on the back a little bit.
My
Actually, don't. You'll hurt your shoulder.
Yeah.
I've done that. I threw my shoulder out. I've been patting myself on the back so much. It literally hurt my shoulder. Do it again. It doesn't sound bad, but I can't get over the fact that the right muffler is crooked. It's the tip height is okay. It just needs to go to the right. The gap is a little bit better, but the angle of the mufflers, if we really start nitpicking, they're actually angling different. They're coming out the pipe on different angles. But its center is a little bit better in that pocket, and this center is a bit better in the pocket. Also, we want to make sure there's no rattles or anything like that. Plus, it kind of gets it out of George's system. It saves him a lot of money because now he doesn't need to buy one. He gets to test them. All right, I'll meet you down the end.
All right.
Doesn't sound bad from out here.
No, I like it.
Doesn't sound like your drones, does it?
No.
Yeah, it's definitely got the smell. So don't freak out if you buy a new exhaust, new header. You tend to get that until it burns off. What they do is mandrel bend the pipe, and they have to run oil down the pipe to help the mandrel pull through the piping.
Yeah, not everybody cleans it out.
No, they don't clean it out. So 20-30 miles, that smell will be gone, the smoke will be gone. It's getting better all the time. All right, let's call him. Do you even know how to drive a manual?
I'm gonna guess Tanya Harding was trying to take out my knee.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. We've got plenty of room there.
Just want to
You
make
can
sure.
actually fit a couple of motorcycles in behind you. So we're going to run to Sam's Club real quick to grab pizza and some supplies. We're making sure that Esther knows how to drive a manual. Do you want me to film you getting out of the car?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go and take the Estomobile. Go to Sam's, get something to eat. Pizza. Pizza. What the heck is that? You're breaking tradition. You're not supposed to get that.
Just today.
Dragon food? No clue what that
It's
is.
dragon food.
Yep, you're at the club.
Oh come on! I've got the soda.
That's true. When the English people come, they won't get that because in England they don't even know what that is.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
Why not?
English people, are you watching? Do you even know what that is?
They are going to be offended that you
I can
said
say that because I was from there.
Well, that's true. But
I've got friends that are English.
you
I
haven't been
can
there
say
in
that.
forever. I know that you can see it.
Usually the one to gawk at traffic, but I'm not driving. There it is. I just saw it come over, so I'm not
Could you see it?
driving. Yeah, so I'm flipping back over. What the hell the heck that happened?
That
Just happened every once in a while.
Is it a Mustang?
I can't really tell.
We were just talking about that too.
Mustangs do that. Yeah, there he is. He's leaving. He goes up.
It's a Camaro.
Is it a Camaro?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh man.
And it's trashed.
Yes. Oh, there's a Corvette over there.
What?
There's a street racing accident if I've ever seen one.
Oh, crap. Upside down.
This is the fan Esther absolutely had to have.
You feel it up there?
Yeah, you definitely feel it. It's noisy, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the lowest setting. I didn't want to turn on too high because you got paper and stuff here.
Yeah, it's noisy.
As long as it works, very fine.
It's actually better on through. You just hear the noise more. Pick it up off the rack, maybe it gets quieter. Maybe it's the rack rattling. No, it's just noisy. Alright, she wanted it. You might have seen in our store, we used to sell the double-walled tip that we use for when we build our custom exhaust, and we stopped because they're being kind of hard to get. Problem is, there's a few on the market, and then when you look at them, they copy this. It's like the Chinese copy their copy, and then by the time you get it, it's absolutely terrible. Now, I'm not knocking Chinese stuff because I'm filming on a Chinese camera, and you're viewing it probably on a Chinese screen. So if we're knocking it, everything we own is Chinese. But the original Chinese stuff, which this is Taiwanese, this is really good quality, but we can't get enough of it. Same as the Corvette tips. We'll call this the Corvette tips because this is the length of the factory Corvette tip. You can cut your tips off, put these on, and they're a little bit wider. You might have seen it in our videos in our store. So we've sold a lot of these to the C6 guys. I put it on my C6 Z06 and ZR1. And then the C8, I decided on our C8 to chop the tips off and put these on. Not only did it look better because it had those awful square tips, it sounded better because it's non-resonated. And then we had a couple of people ask about black, and we had these done by AB, and the black is just insane. I can't describe how black this is and how wet it looks. You see it out here in the sun? It's just absolutely insanely shiny. It's the same finish I had AB do on my wheels and on our titanium roll bar. This is 2 years old and it still looks perfect. When I wash the truck and wax it, that still comes up fantastic. Well, we just got a bunch of these. I've been putting in orders for them. I would order 10 and they'd only send me 4, and then I'd order 20 and they'd send me 6. Well, now they've kind of caught up with our backlog, so we just got 30 of them in. We've only offered these on the C6 and the C8, but I'm going to start offering them individually, so I'll give you all the dimensions. If you're going to weld these on, basically you're just going to sand back about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch so you can weld them on your exhaust. But these things look sick. I love these things. I think there's something wrong with it. It just makes a noise all the time. You hear that? I mean, I know it's not really noisy, but I've got a couple of fans at home that are much quieter than that. And we've tried to, do one of these numbers. What's weird is if you restrict the air, it speeds itself up. Which is cool, but it's just noisy. I think I'm going to do the thing I usually never do and return it. In fact, I'll get Esther to return it. I'm not returning it. These are the Taycan mufflers that we got that were too long. We chopped off about this much. There's going to be a dedicated video on these. These are fitting our project car, and we needed this dimension. So what we do is, like fabricators, we cut them down and make them the way we want them. So they're cut down. And then I showed you these in a past video, the double wall tips in titanium. And again, this is so weird picking this stuff up because it weighs nothing. It feels like you could crush it with your hands after you're dealing with stainless. Well, the other one is getting welded up right now. We're gonna have 2 of these, and there's gonna be tips on the end like this. I'm so excited to show you this project. I almost want to tell you, but I want the video to do well, and I want you guys to enjoy it. So I'm going to do that teasing thing, that annoying YouTuber thing where you say, gotta tune in for the next video. So I just got off the phone with GripTec. We've gone ahead and placed an order for 5 sets. So this is essentially going to be a set right here. These are the 2 for your intermediate shaft. This is the blower pulley. And just like our Jackson kit for our B-Series, this hub is stainless. There is a cheaper way we could have gone with aluminum, but the stainless is much stronger. It has less chance of that pulley deflecting and bending that aluminum. It's a better material. It's only a little bit more money, but it is the better option. So this is the kit right here. The kit right here is $489. Now you can choose to get the 3.4 pulley, it says right here, or you can get the 3.2 right here. This is going to be a boost upgrade, about 2.5 to 3 pounds of boost upgrade. We're going to give you the option. It's up to you, but $489, that's our kit right there. So once they're available, once I have them in hand, I'll put them in the store. We'll do a 5 set in the beginning, and then if you guys keep wanting them, if you keep putting a request in, I'll call and get some more made for us. If you're watching this video and it's in time, just to give you the heads up, we're not shipping on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. We will still be accepting orders. The store will be open, but we're changing some things around. Some of the things are getting shipped from another location, aka my house, just so we can organize some of our small inventory and our larger inventory. We're just going to be shipping it from there. It'll still come from LHT. It'll just get dropped off at the post office, essentially. So we're changing things, the software, making a slight change to our shipping company too. Everything will stay the same. You can still place the orders. Don't panic. We'll still be shipping. George will be off here. This is George's birthday week. If you want to send something really magnificent to him, this would be the week to do it. I have a little surprise for him. He'll know by the time he's seen this video, but he doesn't know what it is. So just keep in mind, 8th, 9th, and 10th, no shipping, but you can still keep clicking, ordering in the store, and everything will leave that day one way or another. Thank you, PRL. We mentioned them in a video about some of the products we used and how much we liked it, how high quality product it was, and the fact that it fit perfect. We didn't have to fabricate, which is awesome. So shout out to PRL. Thank you. They just sent us this little gift box. In case you was interested, this is the part number for the S2000 start switch. We have a customer, we're going to be doing a few things to his car, and he wants everything absolutely mint. We have this and the AC knobs for him. So just in case you're interested, if you want your start button to be bright red, because they do fade over time and get like a pinkish look, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I have a bunch of internet stuff to do, bunch of store stuff, bunch of editing. We'll see you on the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your cars.